What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I got some new news concerning Terence Crawford. The guy is on a Twitter war. He's declaring war at the 147-pound division. He calls out Danny Garcia, and he had a lot to say to Danny, saying, you never did what I did at 140. I beat the guy that you refused to fight at 140. And the only legitimate fight or win that you really had was Amir Khan. You know what I mean? I can go on and on. I haven't heard that Danny Garcia rebutted yet, but, it makes sense to me. You know what I mean? Because as you can remember, last weekend, Earl Spence, he made a comment and said, "Oh, everyone's on the other side of the street," and there was really no indication that he was talking about Terence Crawford, but Terence Crawford, he commented anyway, just in case he was. Hey, man, I own the whole block, so, you looking at this, and that's another champion at 147. So it seems to me that Terence Crawford is declaring war, and he's telling everyone, hey, you can get it. You know where it's at. I'm here now, and I'm here to stay. I'm here to do the same thing that I did at 140, to be the undisputed champion of the world. And that would be a great thing if he can do that. And I believe he can, because, a lot of people think that he's moving too fast. But no, he took his time. He took his time to properly unify the 140-pound division. What other time does he need? He doesn't need any other time for what? He needs to do that right now. He's 30 years old. He's in his prime of his career. He's not going to get any better than he is now. You know what I mean? So he might as well do that. That's why he's calling out Spence and telling Spence what's up. That's why he's saying that to Danny Garcia. And it makes sense for Danny Garcia because I'm thinking, if he's thinking like I'm thinking, that Danny's going to win in the Sean Porter fight. Because how I look at that fight, I've already done my fight study about it. It looks like it's a good fight. It's a good matchup. But Danny Garcia and Sean Porter, it won't be a knockout. If it's a knockout, I will be very surprised. And I will be the first one to tell you that I'll be surprised to see a knockout on any side, But I honestly think that it's going to go to a decision and Danny Garcia is going to win a decision. Either split decision, majority, doesn't matter. He's going to win a decision. That's why I think Terence Crawford's calling him out. So, hey, call him out now, plant the seed early. Then when he does get that belt, that WBC that was stripped from Keith Thurman, then he can fight for that belt. You know what I'm saying? Because Earl Spence is waiting for that opportunity, but Earl Spence, hey, he wants to take a fight with a smaller guy, with Mikey Garcia, it looks like, right? So it's a right move for Terence Crawford. I think he should do this. I think he should call out everyone that's there. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that has a belt, they can get it. They should get it, because there's no reason that fighters shouldn't fight all fighters. Like, I'm going to just be real with you. Everyone should fight everyone. And, to see who's the best. And the problem is, not everyone's like Mikey Garcia. Not everyone's like Kell Brook. Not everyone's like, I ain't going to really mention Kell Brook, but Sugar Shane Mosley. These guys will challenge themselves. Lomachenko. Loma's like that. They want to challenge themselves. Not all these fighters are like that. So you got to weed out these guys, that want to do somewhat of a Superman Stevenson kind of deal where you hold a belt for ransom for years without fighting the guys that could possibly beat you. You know what I'm saying? Or you're ducking fights. You know what I'm saying? You don't, that's what's killing the sport of boxing. You know what I'm saying? That's what developed that term, the sport I love that I hate so much. Boxers like that. You know what I mean? So we got to weed out those boxers that hide, that avoid fights, that don't want to fight the best. Because what happens when you don't fight the best and you got a fighter versus another fighter in lower opposition that you already know, dude, who is this guy? Another nobody, another tomato can, a guy you never heard of. Every so often you get a Munguia. Every so often. That's the beauty of boxing. That's that silver lining in boxing. But, mostly you get fighters that get in there, they're well known, and they fight someone unknown, and they destroy them. And it's like, okay, what was the challenge? And me personally, I don't know about you guys, but I hate to see fights where a guy just beats the piss out of somebody else. It almost seems like a bully tactic to me. You know what I mean? And, hey, that's going around, right? Bullying, So, these guys should get in there and fight each other. And I'm glad that Terence Crawford is making this ruckus up there. You know what I'm saying? He's really showing people what is what, So, again, I haven't heard Danny Garcia say anything. And to my understanding, these guys fought at the amateurs and, they got wins against each other. And, that's the second best interaction than sparring. You know what I mean? Either they sparred together or they fought in the amateurs, but they have been in the ring together at one point of a time. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I would love to see it. I would love to see it. And again, it can happen. I just downloaded a video, about promoters and stuff like that. And then, oh, well, the promoter, you got Bob Arum, then you got, no, dude, that does not matter. If that fight wants to happen, it will happen, and it can happen. You know what I'm saying? If we can get a Mike Tyson Lewis, if we can get a Pac-Man Mayweather, if we can get a De La Hoya Trinidad, we can get this fight too. Let's get this fight popping, you know what I'm saying? And let's make it happen. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think about this news from Terence Bud Crawford. Please subscribe, and you guys been counterpunched. Peace.